Episode 2. When Humanity Awakens Toward Cosmic Consciousness. An inner evolution or a return to what we've always been. What does it mean to awaken? Do we awaken when our eyes open in the morning? Or only when we see life clearly, without veils? When does humanity awaken from the dream of separation? And if it does, what happens to the world? Chapter 1. The First Shift. Somewhere deep within us, there's a feeling that something isn't quite right. We live in an age of technology, speed, infinite information, and yet a quiet sorrow, an emptiness in the midst of abundance. Perhaps it's the soul whispering, "You are not only this, not just machines, not just roles, not just time. You have forgotten who you are." What if all our restlessness is a cry for something we don't yet have words for? Not more entertainment, more achievement, more control, but more presence, more reality, more awareness. Chapter 2. A Hidden Evolution. Science speaks of evolution as biological change, but mystics have always said there is also an inner evolution, not of the body, but of consciousness. Perhaps humanity now stands at a threshold, not technological, but existential. A shift from ego to wholeness, from I to we, from thought to the silence beneath it. Carl Jung called it individuation, the journey toward wholeness. Teilhard de Chardin spoke of Point Omega, a future turning point where humanity undergoes a collective inner awakening, a cosmic consciousness. What if this point isn't thousands of years away, but closer than your next breath? Chapter 3. The Brain, the Heart, and What Cannot Be Measured. Neuroscience has begun to measure brain activity during meditation. We see that when the brain calms, something deeper activates, areas linked to empathy, inner peace, the sense of unity. But still, we don't know what consciousness is. We can map the brain's waves, but not the experience itself. What if consciousness is not produced by the brain, but the brain is a tool of consciousness? Like a flashlight, not the light itself, but a channel for it. Mystics throughout time have said what you are is not the thought, not the emotion, not the body. You are that which is aware of all of it, a still point behind the eyes, a witness to all. And when you become still, it may reveal itself. Chapter 4. Crisis as a Doorway. Often we awaken when something breaks, a loss, an illness, a crisis that turns your world upside down. Many people speak of something happening that shattered their old life, but opened a new reality. They began to feel a deeper presence. They became aware of their thoughts. They saw their fears without running. And suddenly, something else was there. Not new, not foreign, but ancient. Like remembering something you've always known. Maybe crisis is not just pain. Maybe it's an opening, an invitation. Chapter 5. A New Age or an Ancient One. We often hear talk of a new age, but maybe it's not something new, but something very, very old, returning. Indigenous cultures have long known everything is alive. Everything is connected. The trees, the animals, the humans, the stars. To speak with the earth, the wind, the spirit, was not fantasy. It was reality. Are we returning to that wisdom? But now, with technology, science, and spirit reunited, Perhaps this era isn't about choosing one or the other, but about reconciling opposites, technology and stillness, science and soul, human and cosmos. Chapter 6: Signs of Awakening. How do we know something is shifting? Not through headlines, not through politics, but through the inner lives of people. We see more people meditating, more turning inward rather than outward, more leaving meaningless jobs to follow their inner compass. We hear stories of silence, presence, boundless love, not from Himalayan temples, but from living rooms, cafes, forests, subways. People saying, "Something awakened in me, I don't know how, but I've never felt more alive." Chapter 7: The Cosmic Friendship. When we begin to see that we are not separate, not from each other, not from the earth, not from the stars, a new kind of relationship is born. Not domination, but friendship. With life, with the moment, with the breath, with one another. We stop struggling, we begin listening, we become aware, not as an idea, but as a state of being. And maybe this is cosmic consciousness, to see that all is one, and that this one breathes in you, through you, as you. Final words: the human as bridge. So, when does humanity awaken? Perhaps right now. Not all at once, but more and more, one by one, in silence, in crisis, in meditation, in love. The human being is a bridge between earth and sky, between the visible and the invisible, between the individual and the cosmic. And through her, the universe can know what it is to be alive.